What is up, people? Check, check, check. Can you hear me? We are back. We are back with another episode of covering stuff with Axure. So today, we're going to be doing a cover that I did a long time ago, but I never did anything with it. So I started from scratch again with it. It's Misery Signals, The Stinging Rain. It's probably one of my favorite Misery Signals songs from their first album, which was Of Malice in the Magnum Heart. I don't know if you guys have heard of that album. Can't wait for Alan's sales pitch on Gent. Just Axure, brother. But yeah, Misery Signals, Of Malice in the Magnum Heart is one of my favorite albums of all time. And I did a cover a long time ago with real guitars. I never released it, never did anything with it. I just I think I was just in the midst of like trying to get a better mix, trying to hone in on my mixing skills and stuff. So I guess I just didn't release it because I wasn't confident in my mix. But now I'm pretty confident in my mix now, and we're just gonna redo the whole thing. And I found some tabs online because I got a new computer, so all the old files that I had for it are gone. So I found a tab file on Songster, and it is completely wrong. Whoever tabbed out this song, shame on you, because it's terrible. It's not accurate. There's a lot of notes that are weird on the whole thing, and there were some patterns that were weird near the end of the breakdown. But we're going to go through everything and fix everything and, kind of map it to the original, because that is the most important thing to me. So far, it sounds really corny right now because I don't have all the key switches in on Axure yet. All I have is just Axure guitars, bass, and drums. But we will go through and fix everything. But yeah, here we go. This is what it sounds like right now. By the way, it will sound a lot different like this in the end. What's up, Paint? Yeah. So here's what we have so far. I just have like the first little section kind of mapped out. It's loud, so beware. Yeah, a lot of that is wrong, but we're going to redo it. And then I kind of like messed around with the breakdown at the end too. And we're going to have a pick scrape right here, by the way, like the original. That's wrong. Wrong. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it's actually supposed to be played. So they tabbed it out weird. Yeah, and I agree with you. Go Gent. Nothing sucks more than trying to learn tabs, and the tabs suck. Like, it could also be useful to be a good guitar player too. Yeah. Yeah, these are the easiest way to learn guitar. Try reading sheet music. We're spoiled as modern musicians. Yeah, I agree more, man. So that part specifically is supposed to go. And then he was going up a fret, and it goes to open. So I don't know the pattern by heart. Yeah, anyways, we're going to kind of map it out exactly how it's supposed to be played. So, guitar is super loud. My bad, my bad. Should I turn it down a little bit? What about now? I turned it down by negative 12 dB. Is that helping? And I think that's what they do in the song too. I don't know the exact thing. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, anyways, I'm not going to be playing guitar the whole time. I'm just whipping out the guitar just to show you how. Okay, so there's something possibly wrong with your input. Oh, okay. I think maybe the quad cortex is coming through twice. What about now? I think I have my input loud. I just turned it down. It almost sounds like you don't have a cab. No, still bad. Dang. Okay. Well, I don't have the guitar stuff figured out for the routing on the, I guess I need to go back and check that later. My bad, guys. I guess we're not gonna be doing guitar. We should be good on guitar though, but there you go. There, you fixed it. Oh, okay. Okay, so fix it now. I think it was the input. I had my input gain set like way too high. I usually have it at like 50. It was coming through twice. The pattern for that's really weird. But yeah, we're going to figure that out. All right. Okay, so let's go over here. We're going to have to work on this piece by piece. It's going to be tedious, so I hope you guys are down to chill for a few hours because I've got a lot of work to do. Palm mute again. Palm mute again. Oh, dude, I already put the guitar up. My bad, dude. I'm not really going to be using the guitar right now. I will whenever I get to a part where I need to figure something out, though. Palm mutes are clipping. Okay, I'll turn it down to 45. I have my quad cortex set at 45 input gain, so maybe that'll help whenever I get back on guitar. Obviously, it sounds very MIDI right now. Now, the tabs for this, I don't know how accurate they are. So, oh yeah, I got to move these back to where they were before because I like to move my MIDI ahead just a little bit to kind of make sure the pick attack is right on time. But for editing, we're going to move it back. If you hear my kids screaming in the background, it's normal. I've got 4 kids. Okay, so I guess that's right. Like I said, I should have set up my MIDI channels again, but I haven't. So we're going to be doing things the long way today, again. It's been a very busy few days, guys, so cut me some slack. Hello, Zane. What's up, buddy? We're doing Misery Signals. And both guitars, I think, are different, so I'm going to have to go through and make sure that each guitar is, you know, adjusted accordingly. I wish it was both rhythms were exactly the same, but yeah. How do the key switches work for this? So right here, these first notes are sustains. So whenever you have your notes programmed in, you come down here. I have a map set up over here. You can see on the left side of the screen all my key switches for Axure. And I just come over here and plug in a note underneath the notes, the sustains I want. So that way, from here to here, these notes will be sustained. Now, I have latching mode on, which means that it'll just latch on to the key switch will just latch onto the notes, and you don't have to have the note extended all the way out for the length of those notes. You can just have like literally like that, and it'll still read the key switch for the whole length of, until you change the key switch again, which is the way I like to work. So that way I don't have to worry about extending the note all the way and all that crap. That's just time consuming to me. So and the next part right here is palm mutes. So for those palm mutes, I have a palm mute key switch right here underneath those notes. And then that's pretty much how key switching works for Axure. Oh yeah, that's how I do it now with Odin 2. Been looking for an upgrade though. Yeah, dude, Axure is definitely an upgrade. So now I got to do these notes. So I like to go through and adjust the second string that's being played to make it more realistic. And this is tedious, obviously, but you know, it's got to be done. It's got to be done to sound real. See, I got to zoom all the way in. All right. And then these right here. Okay, uh-oh, I went too far. Okay, now when that part cuts out, I need to put a release noise. Okay, I don't know if this is accurate. So I think it's just a, what is it? An octave chord? I don't know what this is. See, the guy who tabbed this out, I don't think they play guitar. I think they were just going by ear or something, because and it was the only tab I can find, really. Okay, right there at the end, we're gonna do a release noise, which is right here. Now I did have these little all these key switches mapped out right here on my toolbar, but I have not I haven't redid them or whatever. I haven't redid them because I got a new computer and I had to start from scratch, so I got to redo those. So that way all I have to do is click a button up here and it'll give me a note right here for the release noise, or it'll give me a note here for my key switches, and it just makes things a lot easier and faster. Okay, yeah, that little release noise. Yeah, see, I don't know how accurate that is. We're going to listen to the original real quick and see what it sounds like. I got to mute that one because I think I have that one singled out. All right, we got to get back on guitar. See, sometimes it's helpful to have guitar as well. Humanizing the MIDI is the only thing. Yeah, dude. I just like to see how good I can get the MIDI to sound. That's why I'm doing it this way. I like spending the time to kind of work on the MIDI, humanizing and stuff, because it's really cool how close you can get it to sound. I know a lot of people probably don't want to do that, but you know, I guess I'm a rare breed. I like this stuff. It's fun. Okay, so let me see. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let me know if that's too loud. I think they're doing something like that. I don't think they're doing the actual like ukulele chord kind of thing. Yeah, I think they're doing an octave, I believe. Let's see what they have for the tabs. I think it's pretty much that. Yeah, there's a chord in there that's not supposed to be in there. That's wrong. See, that's what I'm talking about. This MIDI sucks. Okay, so it's just those two notes, not this middle note. Now I'm going to put a palm mute right here. Or not a palm mute. I'm going to put a dead note, because that's what that is right there, is a dead note. So dead note, downstroke right here. Yeah, that sounds more real. Sounds better than whatever was tabbed out. I'm going to add these key switches in here. Up, down, stroke. Oh my god, that sounds like 10 times better already. After deafening ourselves plugging in the guitar, it's actually not that loud. Okay, thanks, man. Hopefully it's not that loud, man. Let me know if it is, because I'll have to turn it down some more. It's like clipping over here on the mic, and I don't know why. I think it's coming through my interface. Ah, I know why. I have to unplug the guitar from the interface, because I'm going into... Actually, hold on. I'm using the quad cortex. Hold on. As a different input. All right. What about now, guys? Are we better now? I think that was the one thing. I have a whammy bar for this guitar, actually. It's the only guitar I have with a floating tremolo, so. Alright, I think that's better on guitar. Let me know in the chat, guys, if that's better on guitar. I'm not sure if it is. I believe that's what they're doing there. We're going to get to that part in just a second. Now you can hardly hear it, but it's fine. Okay, I think I just need to crank it up here on the... What about now, guys? I'm out of tune. Gotta tune this bad boy. I love this guitar, by the way. This is a Jackson Dinky J. Well, I forget what model it is. J something. But I bought it for $180, and it plays great. It doesn't stay in tune that well, and because of the hardware. I need better hardware, but when I get some better hardware, it'll probably be a better playing guitar. But forgot how to play that song. Oh, there it is. Okay, anyways, enough of that. So, let's see. Let's work our way down. See what we got. Ah, it's an octave. Okay, okay. Or it's a harmony. But we're going to get rid of these middle ones because I think the middle ones ruin it. Of course. Nobody plays guitar like that. Alright, we're going to do this whole first section again for the other guitar. Just to keep it cohesive. How are you guys doing today, guys, by the way? I almost didn't stream today, man, because I've got a lot of stuff going on. I got some stuff to do later this week, too. I got to take my kids to the doctor and the dentist. But, you know, dad duties. Much better now. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna just do this like we did on the other one. Da 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 da. I need some quick buttons, dog. Okay, so right there I think I did dead note. Dead note, we'll do upstroke. And then at the end we did a release noise. Oh yeah, that sounds better. I think it's played with a chord actually, right there. It's kind of cool. Let me check the MIDI on that. I think that's it. Okay, cool. I think it's a chord though there. Let me listen to the original there. Oh yeah, it's a chord. It's using the root note. So we got to put that there as well. Wait, hold on. For the first part, maybe not. Okay, so whoever tabbed this out tabbed it out wrong because it goes. Yeah, that's wrong. So Okay, so we'll extend just those first two notes. See, it's all in the details, guys, all in the details. So that first note, that note goes away, that note stays, and then we add one of those. Okay, we do add that note. Sorry guys, I'm just learning how this is actually played and how it was tabbed out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make these notes here lower, because the more emphasizing notes are gonna be the higher. So we're gonna turn those down to like 55. Alright, and that sounds more like the original. Make that 55, and then take those two out. I think that's right. Just gotta go in here and adjust these little tiny nuances. All right. I'm gonna solo out just this one guitar so I can focus. Get rid of those, turn these down. There we go. And I could just copy and paste this stuff since it's like pretty much the same right there. Good evening, Rai. Thanks for joining in, bro. We're just doing a cover of The Stinging Rain by Misery Signals. One of my favorite tracks by them. I don't know why it's my favorite track, honestly. It's got everything in it. It's got a really cool solo. It's got a kind of clean part, sort of, with some synth in it, and then it's got a pretty sweet breakdown at the end. It's technical, melodic. I don't know. There's everything in here, and it's not too hard to play either. But I'm just going through the MIDI and kind of humanizing everything, and the tabs I got for this were like completely wrong. The drums were actually surprisingly pretty accurate. Besides the ending breakdown, there was a flub at the end, but for the most part, I think most of it was good. Guitars were I got to do a lot of work to the guitars actually. Most of it's almost there, but I'm doing stuff like this, like having to like take notes out, humanize them, and change what was played because it's not accurate to the original. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna turn these actually I'm gonna turn these up to the highest, and then I'm gonna turn these to the second velocity layer. Okay. Oh, I gotta copy all the key switches as well. I forgot. Alright, there we go. I love this MIDI look, like with the different colors and the translucent sort of MIDI. I like that. That's kind of cool. Oops. I forgot to copy that over. I got my tabs from Songster. Yeah. Sometimes Songster, like, I feel like there's just like, I don't know, man. Like if I was gonna like make tabs for Songster, I would make sure that it was like with the utmost accuracy to the original. And I feel like people get lazy on there and like they're just like, close enough, you know, and they upload it, and that's terrible. Like if you're one of those people that do that, please stop, because it ruins it for people like me, where I'm trying to learn something the way it's supposed to be played. And if you're doing it by ear, you better make sure you're a freaking awesome musician that can do it by ear. If it's Songster, the whole website's a mess. I unkeep a lot of tabs for architects and some of Era, and we literally have to fight people from uploading absolutely wrong stuff. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's terrible. There was another tab for this on Tabit, and I think it was actually pretty accurate. That's the original one that I did. I was talking about earlier, where I was doing a cover of this a few years ago, and I got the tabs from Tabit, which, by the way, if you don't know, Tabit.net is back up and running. It's been down for like 20 years, but it's back up. So if you use Tabit, it's really easy to use, and they got tons of tabs from like all the old school metal bands. You should go check it out, Tabit.net. But yeah, I usually get my tabs from Tabit, but lately Songster, and it's, I don't know, hit or miss. Okay, we can do, okay, that's right. I don't usually do this, but maybe I can. Yeah, I'll leave it the way it was. See how much different that sounded? Like what I did compared to what they had. We're gonna go with the upstroke, downstroke for that. I think that's wrong right there. Diddle-diddle-dun. It goes diddle-diddle-dun. Diddle-dun-dun. I don't think that's right. Let's check out the original. See? That's what I'm talking about, man. Wrong. The original does what it's supposed to do. And the Songster one does not. There's an extra chug in there. Da-da-da-da-dun, right here. Goodness. Guys, what's up, Ruben? Dude, I'm getting hot up in here in my Misery Signals shirt. Getting frustrated with these stupid tabs. Songster, I want a refund, dude. Okay, so it's supposed to go da-da-da-da-dun. Da-da-da-da-dun, right here. Okay, we gotta go to the drums and fix that first, because that is a big deal. Alright, we're gonna have this real song going at the same time. I'll mute these. All I gotta do is add one more. Okay. Alright, we've got that taken care of. For now. It's probably gonna repeat itself again. Alright, where were we? We gotta change the guitar too. There we go. Goodness gracious. As for tabs, yeah, I use live videos and go with stop frames to make sure that mine are even the same frets, not just notes. A lot of people abuse the AI feature they added though. Yeah, I saw that, man. I don't like that at all. What's up, Syrian Kaiser? And update again. Axure 2 is not cracked yet again. Okay, thank you, brother. Oh yeah. Okay. By the way, Kaiser, is that you that's worried about Axure? Hey man, it's all good if it does get cracked, okay? I know you're worried, super worried, and thank you for being concerned, but it's okay. It's okay if it does get cracked. I would prefer it not get cracked, but, you know, it's all good, brother. Okay. Okay, we got this part. Okay, we got to put some release noises after those parts. Right here. Oh, we got one more right here. Okay, to keep those palm mutes from sounding weird, we got to extend them to the next note. At least the second string. Let them ring out over each other. Sweet. Alright, we've got drums soloed. I don't know how to play that part yet. Okay. Alright, let's move on to this section. Gonna copy and paste. Copy and paste. Right here. Forgot to put a key switch there. Sounds good. And that note was extended for some reason in the tab. Sounds weird. Well, we're gonna replace that. Da 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 da. Yep. Now we gotta find it over here. Okay. Da 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 da. All right. Copy paste that over here. Put a release noise right there. Two more. Okay, palm mute on that one, which is right here. Sweet. I love that breakdown. And dude, there's a lot of good songwriting stuff you can take from this too. Like if you really dissect like what Misery Signals is doing here, like this pattern sort of comes back at the end of the song, like part of it. And that's the kind of sort of genius songwriting that I loved about Misery Signals back in the day, was like their ability to tie in like patterns to other parts in their songs. It was really creative. I took a lot of inspiration from stuff like that. I'm just gonna copy and paste that whole thing. Everything's pretty much the same, I think, for both guitars. We're about to get into that part in a second. For now, I'll just put the guitar down because I think we got some programming to do. By the way, you guys ever tried Cliff Bars? I never liked them before, but my wife started buying them, and they're not bad. I'm doing the peanut butter banana dark chocolate. It's not bad. Got to copy and paste this part right here. Whoa, that didn't work. Ah, I didn't copy and paste the right part. Okay, here we go. And then we can copy and paste that. A lot of copy and pasting going on here, guys. Alright, so what I like to do for those chords is first one's going to be 110. Next one's going to be the second velocity layer, which is 84. And then the next one's going to be 42, which is the third velocity layer. That way you get a different sample for every note. Move that one. Okay, that's completely wrong. Whoever tabbed that out, shame on you. Completely wrong. So original, I'm pretty sure does this like hammer-on roll sort of thing. Hammer-on tap thingy. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but it's kind of hard to hear in the old production. The old production is terrible, and you can barely tell what it's doing, but I think I know what it's doing. I gotta turn the freaking lane guitar off. Hold on. Dude, I'm gonna try my best to get this sounding like pretty close to the original, but aside from the mix, you know, and all the effects too. Oh my god, I grabbed the wrong guitar. Okay, so I think they're doing. I think it's. I think that's what it is. The tabs I've seen online for years, I think that's what they're doing. It's like we'll see. It's kind of hard to tell what notes they're doing there because it's so distorted and just muddy. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So it goes. Maybe. I'm drumming in my sleep. And I think it's harmonized too, so. I love that part. All right. I'm drumming in my sleep. I don't know that part. I'll have to figure that one out. I'm drumming in my sleep. I'm drumming in my sleep. Okay, I think I got it. So now we need to tab that out. What is that? That's songster garbage right there. What is this? I'm so mad right now, guys. You have no idea. I'm steaming right now. If you're gonna tab out freaking songs, do it right. That is so dumb. I don't even want to hear it again. Get out of my screen. Alright, so we're gonna do it the way it's supposed to go. Of course. Sorry guys, I'm just angry right now at these songster people. Okay, so okay, so this is like a triplet, I think. So we're gonna go triplet timing, and we're gonna go. There we go, but that's a hammer on. So we're gonna go sustain downstroke first, and then we're gonna do a tap for the rest until we get to the next note that needs to be picked. So right there, and then that's picked, and then the next note after that is that, and then we'll go back to downstroke. Okay, so sustain downstroke, then palm mute, and we'll go to palm mute. Alright, yep, that's what we'll do. Oh my god, and they screwed that up too, because you're supposed to do like a gallop right there. What's up, Remix? Thanks for joining in, brother. supposed to do a gallop. Let's hear the original. Yeah. Diddlin, diddlin. Diddlin, diddlin. Sorry, my guitar noises are goofy, I know. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. So, gallop right here. Alright, we'll do gallop. Wait, we gotta change back to, it's not a triplet. Just regular 16th notes. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Get out of here. Oh, we gotta put a key switch there. Palm mute. The first note is actually sustained, so it goes. That's why I did that. Something like that. No. I'm gonna mute that other guitar because it just makes me sick. I guess for now what I could do is I could just do stereo guitars. I gotta turn Axure into stereo real fast. And I got to, let's see, my routing, gotta change my routing. Sounds weird. I think something's going on with my routing. It's making it sound odd. Okay, we won't do that then. We won't do that. Yeah. We'll just keep it like that. We'll take that guitar off. God, that sounds like, it's not going to sound like MIDI in the end, I promise, guys. Or it's not going to sound as much like MIDI. Especially that little that's going to have like guitar effects and lead channel, all that stuff. So this is just the first episode of making this try to sound good, so Get rid of this stupid thing here. The whole thing. And then I think that's it. Da-na-na. Wait a minute. I think I messed up. Yeah, I think I did mess up. Oh, okay, I forgot to grab that note. Okay, cool. Cool. And then that's there, and then palm mute alt pick. There's another gallop right here. Right here, Dylan. Which they forgot! Thank you, Songster. This video is not sponsored by Songster. Goodness gracious, guys. I had no idea I was gonna have to spend this much work like fixing this. Because honestly, it was a choice between today. It was a choice between doing this song or doing Carmen Jaka, their new single Dove. And I do have the guitar tab for Dove that Vigo gave me, the guitar player of the band. And but it's just one guitar. And I kind of need like the whole track. I need like the clean guitar layer and the drums especially. So I mean, I could tab it all out myself, but oh my gosh, that would take so long, man. And I don't have the time right now to kind of tab that out. So I just went with a song that was already kind of tabbed out, ready to go for the most part. But I had no idea I was gonna have to spend this much time fixing someone's terrible tab. Don't do that to me. Now I think it's this what I played here because I was watching the guitar player Ryan for Misery Signals. I was watching him play this part, and I think this is pretty accurate to like what he's playing live. Because I remember watching his hand during that part live. Oh my god, my pick just flew into orbit. Okay, I got another one. I think he was doing something like that with his fingers. I don't know. I might be wrong there by a few notes. I don't know. But that's what it sounds like to me. And then back to palm mute alt pick up here. Oh, I actually don't need this part or that part there. I just need the first half. Sustain downstroke. And then tap. And then a palm mute. That's how I play it anyways. I'm just doing some of the key switching right now for the later half of it. I think that's the right chord here. Sounds right to me. That sounds right. I think I might be out of tune though. I think that's right. I'm gonna tune real fast. Oh my god, the F is always out. Okay. Okay, that sounds better. Okay. I wonder if I extend these notes out over each other, what would that do? Would that make it sound less like pokey for the hammer-ons? That kind of sounded weird. I don't know, I think that kind of helped a little bit. Just kind of dragging it out over the other notes. Made it sound a little more natural, I guess. Yeah. Instead of each note kind of like poking at the transient, it's more like they kind of like bleed into each other. I think that works. That's a tap key switch right there. So let me see. I'll move this one as well. Let me see if I did it over here. Nope, I didn't do it on these. Okay. It's the fine details, guys, the fine details. I think that sounds more natural. Definitely. You don't want to cut those notes off too soon. They kind of work together there, almost like a legato effect, where each note kind of seamlessly flows into another. And you can also do this in Axure as well if you wanted to kind of bleed the notes into each other. There's a feature called legato mode right here, and you just click that on and it will make sure that every note kind of, you know, intersects each other. That way, like, there's no weird silences in between the notes. It's very subtle, very, very, very subtle, but it basically does that. I wish I had both guitars going because it's kind of hard to hear what's going on right now with the drums just booming and one guitar in your left ear. I wonder if the bass is wrong too. Dude, I'm just gonna have to do the root notes for the bass on the guitar. Yep, it's stupid on bass too. Wow. Ugh, I hate this. See if the bass makes it sound better. All right, let's hear it together. Alright, just for fun, I'm gonna copy paste this guitar, this left guitar right here. I know it's different on both guitar, but I'm gonna copy paste it right here anyway, just to see what it sounds like. Alright, some of those key switches are not there at the end, but I think it sounds pretty good so far. It's not 100% yet, and I think it's because we need to reamp. We're definitely going to have to reamp the guitar tones for this in the end. I'm going to scoot it over just by 1/16 or a 1/28 note and see how it sounds on par with the beat now. Okay, that's where we left off. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna have to use a slightly different guitar tone as well for the second guitar, so each guitar have its own sort of similar but a little bit different guitar tone, just to kind of separate it a little, because it almost sounds a little mono because I have the same exact tone and everything for that. But if I move one of them forward and leave one of them back, maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, that definitely helped. Kind of separates it a little bit. Yeah, you don't want everything hitting at the same exact time, obviously. I think that's where it goes after that. It might be like that. I have to hear the original to see. Let's hear what the original does. I feel like it's doing that. Maybe not. Maybe not with the full on there. Archie, what's up, Archie? Oh yeah, dude. I'm redoing it all in MIDI. I think it's either that or it's... I think it's that one, the second one. Okay. Let's try to see if we can figure it out. See, I feel like that tab is wrong right there. Okay, that part's right. And then I think we do a tap here and then back to sustain alt pick. I think that's what it is. I think it's almost like it changes up, like the full with the fifth, and then just a bar chord. I think that's the way that's the original. That's what it sounds like to me. I've listened to this song about 1 billion times over my life, so I think that's correct. I believe that's it. I'm gonna write it like that because I believe that's accurate. So that's almost right. There's one more note that needs to be put in there. There it is. See, that's why I like having the guitar, man, while I'm programming MIDI. I know some people probably look at this and be like, what sense does that make? You know, to be programming your guitar and also playing. Well, this is just to see how good I can get Axure to sound, and then also, you know, learning how to play things, man. It's cool to kind of expand your creativity in your mind with like how another band writes things, because you know, it could open some doors for inspiration for writing your own stuff. All right. Nope, that's the wrong note right here. All right, that's wrong, that's wrong. That's right. And then move this up. There we go. And then I think maybe that last chord's not right. Well, how they have it. Yo, what's up, Akita? What's up, buddy? I don't know if that note is supposed to be in there. Yeah, I think I might leave that out. Doesn't sound like that note's in there. Let's listen to the original and see if we can get an idea if that note's in there. Actually, hold on. I think it might be in there. Hold on. Okay, maybe we'll keep it in there. We'll keep it in there for now. All right, and then we'll do another downstroke here, and then a tap, and then an upstroke. Or upstroke, then downstroke, and then tap. Yeah, tap right here. So then, so downstroke, tap, and then upstroke right here. And then downstroke right here. And then palm mute, alt pick. Okay, I think I got it figured out. Taking some time, but I think I got it out. I think I got it figured out. Hold on. What's up? How the pal? What's up, buddy? Just working on a Misery Signals cover with Axure, The Stinging Rain. One of my favorite Misery Signals songs. I have many favorite Misery Signals songs, but this is one of them. Okay, that sounded pretty close to the original. Yo, what's up, babe? Wife in the chat. She used to chat all the time. She used to be in the chat. She kind of stepped back though. She's not in the chat as often now. Didn't change key switches. Hold on. Ah, wrong note. I'm trying to play it cool is all. I'm still your biggest hype. I know you are. And I'm thankful for that. Oh, I forgot to put release noises after these chugs. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me, guys? I usually have it figured out. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. It's happening. I don't get how the person who tabbed this out, they got this first part right, but in the end they like mixed it up and made it weird and it doesn't sound accurate. So I don't know. I don't get that. I'm not sure if these notes are accurate yet. We'll see. Alright, let's see. Let's do some key switching. Oh, we left off down here. That sounds right. I think that's right. What a chord. Let me see if I can get... Let me see if I can do this chord. So what is it? Okay, so it's just a bar chord there. And then what are these? That doesn't sound like the right chord. Hold on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so it's just open and then... Okay, so... Okay, that sounds very Misery Signals. Okay. Hats off to the songster guy for nailing that part at least. Okay. Okay, now we can get rid of that one, copy and paste it again. See how it works. Okay, it goes. Do we not have key switches for that? I thought we did. At least I can copy and paste the rest of that. Key switches are not in there, so that's why it sounds weird. It needs to default to sustain. I don't know why it's not. Let's go ahead and put one in there so we can hear it. And then for this one as well. I think that was the wrong note. Oh man, we got a lot of work to do, guys. A lot of work. Holy crap. I can't even hear. I don't even want you guys to hear it yet because it sounds so corny right now. So whenever I get it sounding a little bit better, I'll let you guys check that out. Actually, let me do something real quick because there's a there's a part where, let's do MIDI lead guitar. There is a pick scrape. Insert new MIDI item. I want to see what it sounds like right here. I need to figure out where it comes in. Okay, so da-na-na-na is when it comes in. Let's see, pick scrape. Where's it at? Oh man, I don't have the right file. Note CC names. I gotta find this file real quick, guys. It's for the what is it? No, that's not it. Snapshot previews. Contact Was it? I don't know where I have it saved at, David. Okay, key map 25. Okay. There we go. Alright, now I have the key map in here. Alright. So pick scrape right here. So I think I'll probably layer some different all right, let's do this. All right. So maybe I'll go and layer those whenever it comes to the mixing stage. Yeah, I need to add some more effect to that, but that will be cool whenever we get to that. Anyways, let's move on. Alright, I need to copy and paste these. Gotta fix all this stuff. I'm glad that this part is pretty much tabbed out accurately. Whew, makes me feel better. Okay, I just copy paste that. Okay, copy paste. So from right here, yeah, I need to copy paste to about right here. All right. From right here, from right there to right there is where I need to copy paste. I believe I got everything. All right. Copy paste. I thought I had everything. Goodness gracious. I think I actually hit the wrong button when I was copying and pasting. All right, right there. Yeah, I think I had it in the wrong spot. I think we're good now, though. Man, copy and pasting. All right. All right, that is where I need to put a sustain key switch. And then actually, that sustain key switch goes right here. There we go. All right, I think I got it. All right, guys. So if you're just tuning in, I am doing a cover of Misery Signals' "The Stinging Rain," programming the guitars and everything all in MIDI, and seeing how realistic I can get it to sound. So this is one of my old favorites from Misery Signals. It's pretty sick. Got a lot of work to do, a lot of programming and humanizing, but I think we can get there. I'm going to be re-imping with the Quad Cortex and maybe the Helix. We'll see. Yeah, see, that's what the guy did on the original. I'm excited. I love this track so much. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're stoked about it. It's going to take a lot of work, but you know what, man? All I have is time here, so we're going to get it done. I still haven't posted the Animals as Leaders or the Blink-182 one yet, but I'm working on those. And I'm also working on a collaboration with a drummer. So I got some exciting content coming out soon. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. It's just my name. And yeah, got some exciting new stuff coming out. And also working on a bunch of other stuff. New products. And just a handful of other things. I think my little boy is singing downstairs. Okay, this was not accurate. I don't understand how whoever tabbed this out got that from this, because that's not what it's doing. Sorry. I got Cliff Bar stuck in my throat. It's obviously going... It's just... And they're doing something like... So whatever, I don't know what this is. Yeah, what is that? That's not what it's doing. It's going... I know, man. These stupid tabs are just frustrating me. What is that? Let me make sure I'm not crazy and not hearing that, because I'm pretty sure the original just goes da-na-na-na. Love that breakdown. Anyways, yeah, it's just going da-na-na-na-da-da-da. So we gotta change that on the tabs or on the program guitar. Gotta do a key switch there. Okay, I gotta see what the original's doing right there, actually, for this. Okay, it's just going down now. Da 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 da. The guy on the tabs complicated it where it didn't need to be. At least he got those notes right. Da 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 da. don't know what that is. Okay, just trying to learn how to play it. It's kind of tricky. If I practice it, I can get it. There it is. Okay. I don't think he's palm muting that though. Ah. Okay. The original, they're doing a power chord at the end, the last two notes. Okay, so... I don't know if I'm getting it right here. Okay, so maybe palm mute here. That's it right there. All right. I think we're getting closer and closer. Uh-oh. Just gotta adjust these little things, guys. It helps in the end, I believe. That's a mess up right there. The bass is wrong too. Goodness. They couldn't get anything right with that, could they? Or couldn't get the couldn't get the tabs right. Thank you guys for sticking around, by the way. I know this stuff is just kind of boring sometimes. But, you know, it's got to get done. I got to program this. I got to show you guys how good Axure can sound. See, yeah, they left out that part in their tab because the tab is supposed to be Let me listen to the original again. There it is. There it is. Attention to detail here, guys. Attention to detail. There it is. That's what they're playing. Jeez. Okay, tab is wrong. We can fix it though. Easy fix. Easy fix. Oops. Gotta copy and paste that. Part was garbage. Okay, I think we're getting closer and closer, guys. Okay, I think he's doing or I think they are doing a slide up to it. So maybe we can try a slide up here. Slide up to note. Let's do slide. Oh, that's the wrong key map. Oh, slide up to there it is. Maybe I can go slide up fast. Okay, maybe we'll stick with that one. Or let's try slide up 2 note again. I don't know, I think slide up fast sounds the best. Or maybe slide up slow. Let's do slide up fast. Slide up fast right here. Let's do slide up slow. Slide up 2. Okay, I think we got it. All right, let's copy paste that, because the guitars are pretty much the same for the most part. And then we'll move it up on the grid and we'll listen to all of it so far, what we got. All right, let's hear it. Forgot the other guitar. Okay, here we go. Try again. Oh, sorry I had to pause, guys, but the bass was wrong. I gotta fix that real fast. Okay, that's where we're leaving off. I think we got a pretty good bit done today, and yeah, I think that's it for today because there's a lot more to do. We can tackle the leads. I'm gonna do a little bit of this off stream, and then we're gonna tackle some of the leads and like just fine tuning the mix and stuff. Thanks, Akita. Appreciate you, man. But we're gonna do some fine tuning on the next episode. So by the next episode, there should be like more done on this, more, more concrete sounding, and then maybe some reamping and stuff like that. But man, it's oof. This one's been a beast so far, but I think we can do it, man. With a new guitar tone and just make a little bit of mixing, lining things up, humanizing, I think we can make this sound pretty sick. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. And I'm not sure if I'll be back. Oh yeah, I'll be back next week because I got some doctor's appointments for the kids, and then gonna be a busy weekend. So I will be back next week for episode 2. But it was fun hanging with you guys, and I will see you